is actually my favorite like intro spot right now. This tree in the background giving all the Christmas vibes, but also like don't look at it. It's disheveled, it's missing a lot of lights. It's basically a visual representation of how we're keeping up with everything. Spoiler, we're not. So today I have a plan. I'm going to put together some, holiday treats, which I'm really excited about. I went Christmas shopping for this, not Christmas shopping. Oh my gosh, hold on. I went grocery shopping for all the Christmas treat ingredients, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. Hopefully, 1, they're still good. 2, I've got everything. I have not double checked my list. I am not Santa Claus over here. Speaking of Santa, I did just order, I checked out of Amazon 31 items. Yeah, 31. It was a lot, and I'm not even done. How is that possible that I'm not even done? Since I just checked out, I thought this is the perfect opportunity because, I've been adding to cart for probably a week now, but I was like, oh, I don't want to check out. All these people are coming to my door, and by people, I mean delivery drivers. So I have a pile of packages over here, but every time someone comes to my door, I'm like, oh, I wish I had the treat thing set up for them. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Since I just added to cart, people are gonna be coming here, there, and everywhere. And by the way, some of the things that I ordered won't be here until after the holidays, which is like, fine, whatever, I don't really care. But some of the things were like, if you want it before the holidays, $40 shipping. I'm sorry, what? That's a no for me. They can wait a couple of days. Good thing is that we have a birthday after the holidays, so it kind of works out like, oh, instead of for Christmas, oh, hey, birthday. So for the delivery drivers, I'm going to put together, I'm sure you've seen it, it's like a cart full of goodies. I've had this in my garage for probably 3 years. So let's put it to good use. I'm gonna put some drinks on the bottom, some snacks up top, and I don't know, more snacks on the middle. I love putting something like this together. This is the first year where I've gone all out like this. I mean, for me anyway, this is over the top. I mean, a 3-tier rolling tray full of essentially a full concession for, just snacks. So I have a few things to say about it. I've done this in the past with just a little bin or basket that I found around the house, and I've put just some snacks that I had around the house, filled it up, put a little of everything in there, give them a little bit of variety, and because that is the spice of life, and go to town, what is the expression when you al dente and all that good stuff? I think it's good enough. But I did have this rolling tray in my garage sitting there rotting for 3 years, and I thought, what better use than to put something together like this? And plus, I saw someone on Instagram do it, and I was like, okay, I think I can recreate that. In all honesty, the gal on Instagram, obviously, went above and beyond and put what would really jazz this up? And I don't think she did it, and this is just an idea. Christmas lights, the LED ones, like the battery operated ones, just throw some Christmas lights on there. In my head, I'm going to reserve this 3-tiered tray, whatever it's called, cart, in my garage. And come summertime, I feel like summertime is another time where I have a bunch of stuff ordered to the house. Or maybe like birthday season where I'm ordering a bunch of their not holiday decor, but birthday party decor and all that stuff. Maybe pull it out and throw it out there for them to enjoy too, because they're so busy. The delivery drivers are, especially this time of year. And I think doing something like this is just a way for me to say thank you. So that's why I do it, like, bottom line. But to go all out like this, I don't really think it's necessary. It was fun, and I loved putting it together. I like seeing it when I walk in the front door. It has been utilized several times since I put it together, which is very nice. If you didn't see the mountain of packages in my Amazon warehouse, aka my office. So it's been nice. Also, my kids, when they get home from school, they look at it as their personal snack stop. And the chapsticks are quickly dwindling because of one specific child of mine who grabs one every time she walks by. So that's been interesting because those are probably the most expensive things. So one thing I forgot to put on my cart that I did buy for this, and I asked Alex, like, I can't find them anywhere. I thought I had them all together. He said, oh, he took them and put them in our linen closet, which is where we keep like the medicine stuff. They were Halls. So cough drops, I think that would be a great addition, especially if you live in a colder climate. But I think typically this time of year, everyone's getting like a little tickle of something. So it's nice to just throw that out there. And I put chomps up there, so the beef sticks. I put a little healthy options. I feel like a lot of people are making healthy options these days. Apples, oranges, those are pretty stable. And I threw the chapsticks up there. The cough drops would be nice, but I totally spaced on that. Couldn't find them. And then I just have an assortment of granola bars. I've got some Kind bars. I've got trail mixes. I wish I would have thought ahead and done this shopping from Costco, but I got this stuff from Publix. So I probably spent a little bit more on it. But they did have like the little bags of like crackers and chips and all that good stuff. So, of course, you can customize it to whatever you like or whatever you have because you're going to be the ones having to eat the leftovers, if you will, of anything that's left over on the cart. Because surely, if you do it big like this, you're going to have some leftovers, which I definitely have. But good news is we eat all of it, so it will get eaten. Also, a little tidbit is that that's the second box of chips that I went through because I bought one box of chips to fill this up with, and my kids completely ravaged it. Ravaged? Whatever. They were raccoons, and they went after the box, and I said, where the heck are my chips? And they were gone. Oh, these are the chapsticks. So I bought one pack of like 11 EOS chapsticks from Costco for, I don't know, $10. They were on sale. And then the 3-pack of chapstick brand at my local Publix, they did have fun and funky flavors, so I'll give them that. But they were like $6 plus almost $7 for 3 of them. Absolutely ridiculous considering who can go through a full tube of chapstick before you lose it. It's impossible. If you have done it, you deserve a spot. A full page, even, in the Guinness Book of World Records, okay? Here's the cart in all of its glory. I'm very happy about this. Hey, do you give your mail carrier and your post office people, the people who deliver packages to you, your delivery drivers, do you give them, like, a holiday gift? I'm thinking about it. I've got some, like, jingle jangle. Maybe a gift card on top of that. Bada boom, bada bing. Thank you for everything you do. Well, I almost threw dinner in my crock pot, and I'm so glad that I didn't because I'm wanting to make some crock pot hot cocoa for later tonight. I think it's the perfect day to enjoy like a night outside, maybe throw a fire on, maybe a bonfire. I don't know. Sometimes it gets a little out of control. And just enjoy how you know what we can do? Hold on. We're going to Christmas Town. Okay, Christmas Town. But like when we get home, surely the big kids will be up. Maybe we'll stroll around and see Christmas lights. There is a place by us, like down the road a bit, where their whole house, they put it to music. Oh my gosh, it's one of our favorite things. So maybe we'll just stroll by because that doesn't take a whole to do. Sometimes just strolling by neighborhoods, seeing all the Christmas lights. It's like honestly one of my favorite Christmas traditions. It's low key, low effort. Sometimes we'll bring hot cocoa with us. I will definitely sometimes, but also riding in the car with hot cocoa. Okay, so we've got water. You know what? In the past, I'm gonna do a little bit more water. This is a smaller crock pot, but in the past, I have made like this specialty crock pot hot cocoa recipes with like cream of condensed milk or evaporated milk and all this hoopla and cocoa powder and all this stuff, right? In my opinion, it's faster, easier, more convenient to just use the Swiss Miss. I buy it in the large container, I think from Target, or I think Publix has it too, but I always do it when it's BOGO, buy one, get one free, best price. And this is the best way to serve it if you're serving more than a couple of people. I'll do this again when we have our ornament decorating party. Hopefully I am able to thrift a larger crock pot before our holiday get-togethers because a lot more people are gonna be here then. And the crock pot hot cocoa is one of the first things to go. I just literally, this is all the powder. I put it in a big jar. I throw a few scoops in here. I'll show you how I elevate it. another very simple way. And then I just throw a little hot cocoa treat board together with like all the hot cocoa fixings. So like peppermint, a cinnamon stick, and marshmallows and all this stuff, right? I recently went to Trader Joe's. I got some like mug huggers. Those are fantastic for the hot cocoa board. I'm so pumped about this. I used to do a kettle, and I thought, oh, yeah, sure. No, a kettle won't give us enough for our amount of family. Like, how big is a kettle? I don't know, but it's not enough for us. I need more hot cocoa than that. So this is the perfect solution. And my secret ingredient is heavy whipping cream, and I just add a couple cups of that, and it just really richens the flavor of this. That's it. You don't have to complicate it or make it anything more than what it is. Just a very simple, delicious hot cocoa. Keep it on either warm or low. This one doesn't have a warm setting, so I'm gonna put it on low and see how that goes. You know what? That was making me want to buy the hot cocoa K-Cups. I ran out of them. I feel like I bought a whole box maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3 at this point, and we recently ran out of them. And I love having just a little single serving of hot cocoa ready to go. Because sometimes I put the kids to bed and we have about 10 minutes before we both pass out. Actually, Alex stays up all night. But I would like a little hot cocoa. Sometimes we go outside if it's a nice, cool night. Anyway, so I need to... Actually, let me make a list right now. I need to order some of those from Costco. I mean, from Amazon. I thought they had them from Costco. But they don't. Last time I went, they only have the single serving packets. Lame. I mean, maybe it's probably for the better for the environment, less plastic and all that good stuff. Okay, I get it. I hear you. Okay, I'm making some festive breakfast. If you need a fun festive breakfast idea that the kids will actually enjoy, I think I made my pancake batter a little bit too runny. And if you are unsure of what I'm making, they're Christmas trees. Aren't they so super darling and adorable? Yeah, this is another thing I saw on Instagram, and I just thought, well, I could definitely do that. Well, I need to learn how to check myself and come back to reality, because let me tell you, the stuff I see online and the amount of confidence it gives me, and then I actually execute it, and this is what it turns out looking. I'm like, this doesn't even look like a Christmas tree. It just looks like a blob. It's sad. Don't encourage this. It's deeply concerning, honestly. I did get one decent looking one, and I plated that one up for you and made some fun not shapes with it, but I decorated it up, but just with that one. And then the rest of them I just gave to my kids to enjoy, because I'm not even sure any of them knew that it was a Christmas tree. It's so embarrassing a little bit. So I'm going to stick to my Dash waffle makers from now on, I'm pretty sure. But if you're looking for a fun little, Christmas idea, and you have an iota of creativity in your entire body, because clearly I do not, this is a great idea to make I think she made them larger or smaller. I don't know, you guys. I just know that I was severely incapable of recreating the magic that I saw on the Instagram post of these like pancake little festive treasures. I did, however, order these stars. Oh my gosh. And I thought, I'm definitely going to do this. It's going to be amazing, you guys. I went all in on this. I got some stars, made some star-shaped butter for the pancake. This is way too much butter for one pancake, but listen, just roll with it, okay? It's just for presentation. We eat with our eyes first, and if I'm being honest, this is the perfect amount of butter to pancake ratio for me. I decorated it with some blueberries, and yeah, okay, let's just move on. I don't want to talk about it, actually. I'm going to whip up a little craft right now, and I can't remember the ratios. Last time I made this was probably 3 years ago, and it's such a simple craft to make for the kids. Last time I made it was Meredith's second birthday party. Was a Frozen themed party, which consequently the first time I made it was Eleanor's second birthday party, which was also a Frozen themed birthday party. Can you believe it's been around that long? Have you seen the thing? It's like, oh, it's gonna give me all the emotions. I think I've got some goosebumps, but it's the song, Do You Wanna Build a Snowman? And it's you like knocking on your teenager's door now, because that's how old they are. Literally body chills all over, because that's how old they were now, but when they were little, that was like their favorite movie. That was their go-to. They're dressed up like Elsa. I have goosebumps. head to toe because of how fast time goes on. Anyway, it's like different videos of people. Now it's the moms essentially being Anna, asking their teenager, hey, do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. And the teenager's like, go away, Anna. Oh, it's sad. But like, I think it's good spirited. I think I'm lucky because my teenager likes to hang out with me still. I don't know how long that will last, but I feel like we got a good time together. Okay, so anyway, this could be for anyone. It's just a sensory fun. In the past, I have made several batches of this. I feel like I have apple in my teeth. And filled up a water table. Like not the water, but you know, it's just a table for them to play in, sensory play, but you could put this in a bin or keep it in a bowl. What do you need? What am I making? It's like snow, frozen snow, okay? Cornstarch, this is 16 ounces of it. I'm not sure on the ratios. And then I have some shaving cream, which this used to be $1. What? It was like close to $4. For one, I wanted to cry. So you just squirt it in. And this is honestly for kids of all ages, okay? I know my little ones are gonna go crazy over this, but I also feel like my older ones are going to enjoy playing with it too. So I'm not sure on the ratios, but you just mix it together. Oh, I think I added them in the wrong way. And then to make it more snow-like, I throw it in the freezer so it's nice and cold. You can add some essential oils to this if you want a different smell other than the classic shaving cream scent. I feel like everyone loves a good sensory play. What's that movie with Adam Sandler? And there's that one woman who's like, oh, my dream is to swim in like spaghetti or something. Oh my gosh, the smell of this. Okay, it's starting to really come together. When my daughter was younger, she had sensory day at her school. And so we had like those like plastic pools. They're huge, the huge plastic pools that you can buy. And someone filled it with cooked oatmeal. Oh, that got some of the kids going. We also had cooked spaghetti, so that was fun. We had all kinds of things going on in sensory day. Okay, so I guess that was the perfect ratio. I'm not sure how much I added, but do you see how it's clumping together, but it also falls apart? It's like the original kinetic sand that you can just make at home with 2 ingredients, right? This is most certainly an outside activity for us, but you can clump it in your hands and it kind of clumps together. You can try to form a little snowman out of it. I think that could be a good old time. Or just form some snowballs over here. I don't know. Do whatever you want, okay? Throw it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer until you're ready to play with it. Or if it's very cold outside, just keep it outside, okay? But it's fun for the whole family. It's a great one to throw together, especially for us. We live in Florida. The kids don't get to experience snow, which I feel a little bit of guilt about. I feel like, should we take a trip somewhere? But I didn't see snow until I was a grown adult. I think I was in Belgium, and it made it, oh, that much more magical. Anyway, your kids can experience the joy and magic of Christmas handmade from scratch, okay? That's what it's all about in our homestead over here. I got a little clip of the kids playing with it. It did make a mess all over the carpet, but like it's no big deal. I just took a broom to it, swept it up, get it a little wet, and it'll kind of just go away. It'll clean itself up essentially. But the kids had so much fun with this. They were playing with it for well over an hour, and it was very simple to throw together. Just a quick, easy, kid-friendly craft, and they can even make it themselves. So now I've got some yummy treat ideas to share with you. The first one, I don't know why I bought so many. It is a sugar cookie, but I don't even know what to call it. It's like probably the best sugar cookie I'm ever going to experience. I'm taking convenience because the holidays are busy. Sometimes you're pressed on time. Some treats are worth making from scratch, and sometimes you just have to face reality. So I'm just using sugar cookie dough. You know what? The best part about this is it's edible. When did that happen? I mean, not that it ever stopped me before because salmonella, I dare you. But I feel like it used to not say that it was edible. I remember years ago spending like $5 on a little container of edible cookie dough. Just because it was delicious. I still ate the normal ones if I bought them. I'm greasing a mini muffin pan. Yep. Pan, tin, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, I like to call it a tan. Oh, hold on, that's not it. I'm going to roll these into balls. Minimal effort, I promise. Minimal effort, maximum results. That's what it's all about. Only takes a couple ingredients. So I've got buttercream icing pre-made because it's convenient. You can buy the stuff in a tub, but I get this from Publix. Such a delight. I don't remember when I found out that they sold their icing in the bakery, but part of me wishes I never found it out. Because now I use it with so much. Sometimes I'll buy, this is another like holiday hack. You're welcome. Get the cookies from the bakery. Oh, the sugar cookies, the chocolate chip, whatever. Publix bakery is like so superior, so superior. I love it so much. It saves me during the holidays. If you are having company over and you need like breakfast or brunch or whatever, seriously, Publix bakery, just make a run. I don't know if white sprinkles are supposed to be in there, but I saw a couple. I wish they were. So anyway, icing, sprinkles, sugar cookie dough. That's all you need. Okay, it's about to blow your mind. Roll it into a ball. I'm gonna roll it in the sprinkles. I'm not a huge sprinkle gal, but I'll do that for the holidays. Anyway, I didn't finish my thought about the cookies and ice cream. I take a cookie and basically make a cookie sandwich, but instead of ice cream in the middle, buttercream. Oh my gosh, make those for your guests and they will come back. Promise. Sugar cookie into the sprinkles. Now, this is, I found this on Instagram. And what the gal did, and I don't know if maybe she ran out of sprinkles or something, but she did like sprinkle, sprinkle, and then left a couple blank, which I kind of understand because I'm not a huge fan of eating sprinkles, so maybe that will be better. So, you know what, I'm just gonna do exactly what she does because you guys know how I love to follow recipes to a T over here. I'll let you know which one comes out better. This would also be great if you are invited to a party, you wanna bring something, but you're not really into cooking or baking or something. This is the perfect way to bring something unique that's more than like a bag of chips or normal cookies, you know what I mean? No skill involved at all. I loved these. Couple things I wanna say about them. The ones with the sprinkles, they're not as crunchy because the sprinkles are kind of like baked down a bit. So it was a little bit enjoyable to eat. I'm not a sprinkles kind of gal. If I have the option of yes or no to sprinkles, normally I would say no. Like, yes, they're fun and festive and funky and the kids are always gravitating toward them. So that is the purpose of the sprinkle here. But when it comes to actually eating them, for me, I'm going to go the non-sprinkle route. 86 those sprinkles, please and thank you. And that is true for this recipe. Less crunchy, more delicious. The sugar dough was absolutely perfection. I am working on getting the perfect sugar cookie dough. I just haven't, I found a lot of them. I just haven't actually tried to make them yet. Everyone's looking for like the most perfect sugar cookie dough. It doesn't spread and it puffs up and it's perfect. Anyway, so once they come out of the oven, I let them cool for a little bit, and I'm just making the divot a little bigger for the icing, to hold all the icing. So I took the top of like a extract bottle, just whatever you have, and I'm just kind of like pushing it in slightly. I'm not pushing it in too much, but like maybe a little bit too much. I don't know. This is what she did. I feel like they'll fall eventually, and it's not that big of a deal. Maybe use your finger or your knuckle. You know what's funny that I've been saying a lot? When someone's annoying me or my kids or they're telling me a story, I'm like, do you want me to Uber Eats them a knuckle sandwich? use it because it's hilarious. Also, the extract was running all over my fingers. So that was just a fun little flavor addition. Hey, little tip here. This is what they don't tell you on the Instagram post. Wait till they're completely cool before you try to take them out. Otherwise, it's curses. Okay, you have to wait until they're completely cool. I'm very impatient. And I was able to like get most of them out. The sprinkles ones came out when they were 50% cool. The ones without the sprinkles, no, you needed to wait until they are absolutely completely cool, unless maybe you have a silicone mold and then do your thing. I am without a silicone mold and I used this one. And to bake them, I just followed the instructions on the back of the bag, whatever the heck that was. I don't even know. 325 for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Who cares? Just read. Hooked on phonics. You know what I mean? You can do it. Hey, I filled up the piping bag with some icing. Not enough though, but it's good enough. And this is what they look like. It was so much fun. My kids loved them. As soon as they came home, they were like, oh my gosh, can I have one? And I was like, yes. And then load up the car because we're going to Christmas town. It was a whole thing. It was fun and funky and fresh. I loved them. I think it's like a great little addition, really, really easy to recreate. And it's kind of a semi-homemade option, right? I love it. What are your go-to easy, quick, take ahead, not take ahead, but like take with you, whether it's a dessert or an appetizer or a meal what have you, when you're going to a holiday get together, share with us what your favorite thing to bring is. And, I'm always looking for new ideas, and I think everyone is. We need some fresh takes. The recipes that I have made for several years, and I feel like, oh, everyone knows this. And then I share it online and people are like, oh my gosh, I've never heard of this before. I'm like, what? So even if it's a recipe you think everyone has heard of, probably not. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. So I'm excited. I actually have a very long list of recipes that I want to make on my Pinterest/Instagram. And my printer is like busy printing all these recipes out. And I just don't know if I'm going to have the time to get to them, which is so sad. I cannot believe how fast December has gone by. And I think it's gone by so fast, I've said this before, because Thanksgiving was so late. And I can't keep up. I feel like there's so much to do, not enough time. I'm drowning over here. I'm doing my best to make the holidays magical and also keep on top of everyday normal activities. And I feel like my kids should be out of school by now, but because of the hurricane, which is still affecting our lives apparently, we are having to do like a week of makeup. I don't know. That's just what's been going around. I don't know if that's true or false, but I feel like Milton can take the blame for this one too. You know what I mean? If there's someone to blame, let's all blame Milton. Hey, I'm putting together the hot cocoa board. So when we make our hot cocos, these are all the fix-ins. All I really want on my hot cocoa is like a cinnamon stick to stir it with. It adds so much amazing flavor. Al dente is what I say when I eat it. I've got those mini frozen marshmallows, and then I've got mini marshmallows. I've got peppermint meringues, gingerbread men. Mostly this stuff is from Trader Joe's. Got like the gingerbread mug hangers. Those are definitely from Trader Joe's. I've got peppermint pretzels, normal pretzels with festive sprinkles on them that the kids love, festive gummy bears. I mean, literally, if you're looking for anything festive, go to Trader Joe's because they have it all. They really do. And that goes for every season. Their marketing team is amazing, and I can't say enough good things about them. Like, Publix is great, but Trader Joe's is also great when it comes to things like that. And I've moved on to making meringues. My kids love these. And I've made them in the past. Actual perfection. They're super easy to do. I think I screwed it up this time. And you know what happened? I left them in the oven too long because I went outside to play with my kids. And you're supposed to cook them in the oven for 2 hours, which I didn't know before this. And it's just like I kind of left the mixture sitting out. I don't know if that's allowed. And then I cooked them for longer than 2 hours. So they did have a little cracks in them, but they were still edible. My kids loved them nonetheless. So it's essentially just egg whites, sugar, and a little cream of tartar. It called for a pinch, whatever that means. I think it was a cup of sugar, 4 egg whites, and cream of tartar. I put it on a double boiler and mixed it up until all the sugar granules were dissolved. I don't know. This took probably longer than I care to admit. The water is not touching the bowl. That's the point of a double boiler, but it's using the steam to heat the bowl up. And you can melt chocolate this way. That's my preferred way to melt chocolate, but I do it in the microwave because, it's just, I don't really know why. It's better. I never burn it on the double boiler, but in the microwave, I've been known to burn some chocolate. Anyway, so you mix it over the double boiler until all the sugar granules are dissolved. And then you mix it in the mixer or use the hand mixer or whatever until it gets nice and fluffy and aerated. And you're going to feel the texture. It's going to be nice and glossy looking and fantastic. I feel like when I made this in the past, I had meringue powder. And I feel like they sell that. I mean, obviously, you can probably get it off of Amazon way back when. I think I picked it up at Michael's. And it was a huge tub, and I only used like a couple tablespoons of it. I think maybe that's for royal icing. Now I'm getting them mixed up. Anyway, I added some green food coloring. It looks blue. It's green. I added a lot of it. I actually added like black food coloring to make it look even more green, but I feel like it just made it look even more teal. And so when my kids saw it, they were like, oh, blue Christmas tree? Because they asked, oh, what are those? And I said, Christmas trees. Yeah, I couldn't find the tip that I wanted. It's just everything this day was not going my way, and that's fine. That's how days go, and you just work with it. I've made ghosts like this with like a huge puff, and it just looks like a ghost. Or you can do snowmen, and I think that would be really cute too. Add some sprinkles, add whatever you want. They're very versatile. You know, these aren't even my go-to Christmas treats. I'm just experimenting. But in my head, I'm like, oh, I should make, you know, the things that I actually enjoy to eat. My tried and true. Hopefully I'll get around to making like a holiday bake with me video because I have a lot of recipes to try. Wow, you know why I bought these, chips and salsa. This is the chip I'm talking about when I eat chips and salsa, and it has to be the picante. I don't even know what brand it is. It has to be that salsa, the mild, not the medium, not the hot, mild. I don't know, it's the best one, this combo. Today, it's the holidays, so of course I'm making something holiday-ish. I guess you can add sprinkles to it and make it festive. But I've been seeing this. I'm trying to look for a bowl to melt the chocolate in. This one will suffice. I don't know what it's called. I've seen it a few times and I'm like, oh, I think I need to make that. It's like the perfect treat. It's the salty, it's the sweet, all in one combo. It's literally chips. Chocolate on top, you mix it up, you let it sit, and then you cut it. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna melt some chocolate here in the microwave, 30-second increments, stirring in between. I need some salsa. No, I don't have any salsa. All right, here it is. Here's the consistency we're looking for. Nice melted chocolate. Willy Wonka, eat your heart out. You know what's not talked about enough? The Wonka movie. The newest one. It's one of my kids' favorite movies. It's a musical, if you don't know, and it is amazing. All right, simple. No skill involved at all. You just pour some chips out. Make sure you get a big bag because all the good chips are on top. All out the holly. All right, you ready for some magic? You ready for some Christmas? I feel like this is too many chips. I don't really know. I can always add chips. You got chips and chips here, okay? Pour that right on over the top of the chips. Cool, cool, cool. I don't even know if this is good. One time I went to Georgia, somewhere, Dahlonega, and they had chocolate covered bacon, and I was like, yeah. Anyway, mix this up. I don't really want to touch it. Get the chips nice and coated here. You know, they make everything on Instagram look so much easier. This is ridiculous. Half my chips are breaking. They probably sell this for like $8 a bag. Chocolate chips. Oh, no surprise here. It looks 100 times better on the gram. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I needed about 5 times that amount of chocolate for just this little amount of chips that I have. They should all be completely coated. Like this one here. There was another one here. Just completely, but then I also think it's a little much, don't you think? A little bit of chocolate will suffice. I quite enjoy that. I think this one might be a bit extreme. I do love the combo. Try it out. Also, not gonna lie, this one is a little anticlimactic for me. I was hyping this up in my head for a long time. I mean, those chips have been in my pantry unopened the longest. I would rather, I'll just say this, I'd rather have chips and salsa, okay? The next thing I'm gonna throw together, I washed my hands, but there's still chocolate all over them. I don't even know how that happened. You know what the holiday staple is? Rice Krispie treats, very versatile, and popcorn. You can make that for every season. I don't remember how many cups I need. I think it's 8. Oh good, this is 8. I'm gonna fill this up. 8 cups of popped popcorn. Why is everything wet? Oh my gosh, this is great. This has been in my pantry longer than the Ruffles. I think Costco stopped selling these. This is the whatever popcorn, but it's the butter flavor. This is really good. We make popcorn a lot here for movie night. And just, you know, random days of the week, our kids will just make it. I never eat the butter flavor. I always grab the white cheddar. This is really good. So next, I'm gonna need a bigger bowl to mix this up in. I don't know where all my bowls are. That's the problem when you declutter too much. It's like, where are all of my prized possessions? Anyway, white chocolate melted, or you can get the green chocolate melts. I was not fully prepared for this recipe apparently. Well, I mean, like, I thought about it in my head. I'm just gonna use whatever I have left. It calls for 1 cup of these wafers. I've got a little bit more. Melt these in the microwave. I feel like these melt better than the chocolate chips. I'm just saying. And then, you know what I found, which is perfect? Well, one, I've got the, oh, these are the mini ones. That might be great. Well, I'm gonna look. I bought way too many red and green M&Ms. Well, my kids put them in their yogurt. So this is what's left in the, like, this is after like 8 bags or something. I do have this. I've been trying to hide it away. You know what I like to do? Hide in plain sight. Oh, this would be great for the hot cocoa board too. I've got some vanilla flavored Christmas trees. I bought these at like the top of the season. It was probably August when they started putting all the Christmas stuff out. Some soft peppermints, great for like a holiday treat board. I've got more of the mini M&Ms and then more sprinkles. Can never have enough holiday sprinkles, especially for us. We like to do like gingerbread decorating. And by us, I mean all the kids and cousins. And then we get to rate them. Whose is the best? Just a little healthy competition there. Nothing wrong with that. Some of them look really good though, not gonna lie. And that happens on Christmas Eve, and I typically don't film any of that. I don't know what my plan is for this year. Last year, I will tell you, on this memory card that I'm filming on, I have us opening presents on Christmas Day last year. And I never shared that anywhere. I have yet to delete it. I want to keep it. I think it's special. So maybe you'll see that this year. Maybe on Christmas Day we can open gifts together, and I'll just post that as like a video and that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just taking up like an hour and a half of footage on my memory card. It's fine. All right, I've got some green food coloring here, and since this is Grinch themed popcorn, not sure if I explained that to you, I'm going to turn this white chocolate into green chocolate, and I found these perfect sprinkles. It's got a little heart in there, like perfect for the Grinch, right? And these are from Home Goods or TJ Maxx, I don't know. This bowl might not be big enough. Just wasn't the same. Yeah, see, I feel like this bowl isn't big enough either. I need a bowl. I don't want to clean Big Bertha. All right, fine, figure it out. All right, there we go. A couple drops of the green. Now that I'm looking at the recipes that I made for this day, I have so many more that I wanted to share with you that were so much more involved. So like baklava, but not actual baklava. It's like baklava bars. And I was like, oh my gosh, easy way to make baklava. Count me in. I've got that recipe ready and roaring to go. I'm excited about that one. This is like another fun and festive one for the kids. Easy to throw together. They could actually probably make it on their own. It's essentially just popcorn, chocolate. You can throw anything you want in it. Pretzels. That's all I can think of right now. I'm sure you're more creative than I am, but green food coloring, unless you have green melted chocolate. Throw that in, mix everything together. Wait until everything's mixed together. And a little pro tip I'm going to share with you. Put it on a baking sheet. I don't know why I didn't do this. Because if not, it just kind of like sticks all together. Put it on a baking sheet, let it cool, let the chocolate cool, and then put it into a bowl. And wait to add the sprinkles and the M&Ms or whatever your mix-ins are until after you coat the popcorn. You know, how many times have I made popcorn like this? For different seasons, you know, not this specific exact one because I've never made this one before. But it was fun and funky and fresh and festive for the matinee showing of The Grinch, Who Stole Christmas. It's one of the best Christmas movies of all time. I've yet to actually watch a Christmas movie, and I kind of had a mental breakdown the other day. Because I was like, I haven't even watched a Christmas movie yet. That's okay. There's more to life. And I feel like we've been living a lot of that lately. But here's the popcorn. It looks a little more green than teal, right? Or maybe we're just lying to ourselves. Probably. But here it is. It looks great. It tastes fun for the kids. I don't know. I was hoping to get so many more recipes done. I also have like DIY ornaments in the garage since last year I've been waiting to do. I might just put that in the ornament making get together that we have, so we'll see, or I'll do it and I'll just add it in this video. I don't know if we'll have any time to do that. Tonight we're going to Christmas Town, so I'm gonna share that with you, and then hot cocoa by the fire maybe. I gotta go. Hey, this is us at Christmas Town. We picked up the kids from school, headed straight to Christmas Town at Busch Gardens. I feel like hardly anyone talks about this. Busch Gardens lately. Let's all like give them a round of applause. It is, all right? They're doing their best over there with what they have. It definitely does not have the cult following that Disney has. And I just wonder why. It's fantastic in its own right. And Christmas Town is something that we go to every year. It's so fun. We usually have Busch Gardens passes all year long because, I think we pay for them in April. So like, I don't know why it happened that way, but every year in April we renew. And we always think like, oh, should we do it? Should we not? Because the summer months are so dang hot. But we realize that I think Aquatica is mixed in with these passes too, which is a water park in Orlando that we go to. Adventure Island is mixed in with our tickets as well, which is like the matching water park. How Disney has whatever their water park is. Blizzard Beach has been closed for a couple of years, but they also have, what's the other one? Typhoon Lagoon, which is always a good time. But anyway, we've got Adventure Island and Busch Gardens here in Tampa, and it's fantastic. The way that they decorate for the holiday for Christmas Town is so festive. So great. I feel like they've had live performances in the past. I don't know if it's the day we came on, or maybe we didn't look at the map to figure out when it was, but we missed it, which is fine. Because sometimes it's on one side of the park and we're on another, and just going anywhere with all 5 kids sometimes can be a little much. So we don't always get to do everything that everyone wants to do, but we get to do some things that everyone wants to do. So that's the best we can do over here. But they've got huge Christmas trees, as you can see. They had the arch with all of the lights on it, which obviously looks a lot cooler in the dark, which it gets dark really early now. So that's cool. But we obviously went through that part of Christmas Town when it was lighter outside, so you didn't get the full effect, which is kind of sad, but that's okay. They also have elves on stilts, which is amazing. Super tall elves over here. Just kidding, they're not on stilts. They just have really long legs. And the best part is that they have Santa. Santa Claus comes to Christmas Town, and that's so great. You get a little treat at the end after meeting Santa. He asks all the kids what they're hoping to get for Christmas, which is also great. It gives us a couple of new ideas, if you catch my drift. And then, what else do they have? You get to ride all the rides, and they make them a little more festive. Oh, okay. They also had meeting Rudolph. Rudolph was there. You'll see that in a second. Oh, and when you go in to meet Santa, you go down the Hollyway, hey, and they have got a little elf station. I don't really know what that's called, but that's supposed to be, I guess, the Claus's residence with their Christmas tree. They used to have Mrs. Claus there chit-chatting away, but I don't know, maybe she was napping, maybe she was in the kitchen cooking cookies, baking cookies or something. I don't ask questions, okay? But this is the room that we got sent in, and it's just always a great time. This is the time where we visit Santa. We have a couple places where Santa visits around us that are very magical and nice. International Mall is one of them. If you are local in the area, they do a whole setup that is superb, super fantastic. We just, we make it a day, half a day, and we always go to Christmas Town, and the kids are also able to ride some of the rides there, which oh my gosh, some of the rides at Busch Gardens, are you joking? Crazy. They're absolutely insane. I won't even look at some of them. Falcon's Fury, I'm talking to you. What about that new one that goes back and forth? They replaced the boat, and they put this huge, I can't even look at it. I can't. I feel like, anyway, my kids love it. I love looking at all of the lights. These are just so great. It makes it kind of look like a willow tree. It's fantastic. They had a couple in the shape of animals, which I feel like that's what Busch Gardens was really known for back when I was a kid, and it has grown so much since then. And then they have Meet the Reindeers. So they've got Rudolph, and I forgot the other gal. I'm so sorry. And they have the Abominable Snowman. So that was really cute for the kids to meet them. And we always have just a really nice magical time at the Christmas Town at Busch Gardens. They even have a little area that we stayed out of. We ended up going on the Sky Ride, but they have I think a food sampling area. You obviously have to pay for the little bits of food that you get. but it's so fun. And they have the food and wine festival during like the summer fall time. And that's always a great time too. Man, you know what? They do so much at Busch Gardens, and I feel like no one really talks about it as much as they should. They've always got some stuff going on, you know? Anyway, they also have this penguin, if you're into penguins. It's a pretty big one. They have live penguins there too, which is so fun. And I should have got a clip of them, but they were all sleeping. I mean, not that I would have bothered them because they were sleeping, but anyway, it was too dark is what I'm getting at. It was really cute. They've got the ice princess. They've got the sugar plum princess, which we missed her, but we saw her sugar plum set up, and it was so adorable. And one of Alex's favorite parts of Christmas Town is what was this called? I showed you a clip of it. Christmas on Ice or something in their ice palace or show palace. I don't know what they call it. But during the holiday season, they come out with a show every year, and it's just so magical and fun. It's an ice skating show. They always sorry, I'm like choking on my own saliva. They always have an ice show going on. The theme is just, different throughout the year. And when I say that, I mean like different years, they have different things. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen other shows because I always have a small child or something. And, for a 20-minute show, it's a nice reprieve from the heat. Obviously, this night it was cooler, so that wasn't the issue. We just wanted to see the show. But 20 minutes was like the perfect threshold for our 2-year-old. He sat through it. He was excited about it. And then, toward the end, he was ready to like move on. So, as the kids get older, we'll be able to sit down and watch the shows. Alex and I say all the time, like, we should have a date night at Busch Gardens because there is really so much to explore there that whenever I go, let's say, I usually stay in like Elmo Town or whatever that is, Sesame Street Village, where they have the kids stuff. And there really is so much more to explore, and we would like to try to see some of those things as an adult. But, when you're a parent of small kids, you just kind of hang around and linger and do all of the little kid things. But as they get older, so do we. But I'm trying to show you different clips of the show, and I thought about putting it to music, but I've just jabbered on too long, and the show's almost over because I only added a couple clips of the 20-minute show. And when you know it, it also snows. And that is a magical part as well. So fun! We always love when it snows in Florida, and the kids were clearly going crazy about it. So fun. And you know what? I did buy a festive outfit for Wolfgang. If you're wondering, is everyone festive? Yeah, he's got one too. I don't want to talk about it. I thought I packed it, didn't pack it. I thought it was in the car, wasn't in the car. Didn't want to turn around to get it because a 40-minute drive is not worth it. I've totally forgotten to put these out. I got these on Amazon, I don't know, like in my mind a month ago. Maybe it's only been a few days. But they are personalized stocking ornaments, I guess. Are these put together or do I need ribbon for these? Oh, I think they come with ribbon. These were fantastic, and they were from Amazon. What's even great about them, I don't know if you can tell, but obviously it has an E, but it also says my kids' names engraved in there. And I just thought that was incredible because we have a couple of W names, a couple of A names, so I needed to be able to decipher. And what sent me on this rampage of, getting stocking ornaments is because the way we decipher our ornaments, we literally get a piece of masking tape. It's so festive, you guys. You should do it. Masking tape, and we tape it on there. Or if we don't have masking tape, because some years we don't, we get construction paper and write it on and then literally tape that on. But it falls off because it's tape. It's like a fluffy stocking. So I was like, I need to get my life together a little bit, 1%, right? So I saw these at Target one day. It was at I don't even know. I did a shop with me. I saw the letters and I was like, oh, that's a great idea for the stockings. Obviously they weren't engraved. And then when I went back to buy them, they were sold out. They didn't have any of them. I was like, that's pretty ridiculous. So I headed to Amazon, and wouldn't you know it, they had engraved ones for a very reasonable price, probably less than what Target sells just the letter for. So I'm really excited to hang these up. I just don't have anywhere to hang the stockings. So yes, it's in my Amazon warehouse over here. Don't worry, what I got my kids for Christmas and wrap with me is coming soon. I just need to finish ordering stuff and like go through the boxes. I'm in shambles over here, okay? Judge me all you want. But we typically hang the stockings here. I don't know if I still have the shower hooks to hang them. I'm gonna work on that right now. Well, another fail. Are you surprised? I could not find my stockings anywhere. I gotta dig a little deeper. I'm sure I put them in a special spot, if you catch my drift. Well, there goes my night looking for them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and doing all the Christmas activities together. I have some really amazing recipes coming in the future. Hopefully I get to all of them, all the good ones anyway. But thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye!